Well, I'm an interior designer. A lot of builders don't have designers on staff. I'm included with our Aspen package and can make your home more custom to your taste, your needs, and your wants.
Rachel's our interior designer at Aspen Builders. She's one of the reasons that makes us really good at what we do. I'm Bob Benish, and we absolutely love how Rachel takes care of our clients.
I think the biggest challenge with building is a lot of clients are worried about all the choices. When they come in, they kind of have a deer in the headlights look. I like to ask people at the end, so what did you think? And usually they pause and they say, you really broke it up, kept it simple. We just did one meeting at a time. So I wasn't looking at all the decisions I had to make. I had plenty of time to decide things. You walked me through it all. It made it simple.
Make your dream a reality and call Aspen Builders at 423-6811. Online at aspenbuildersinc.com. Your dream home is waiting at Aspen Builders.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC. And wow, what a great spring it has been here. We've had record sales happening at Koppel. And to show our appreciation, Koppel is giving out employee pricing on select new models. Yes, you heard that right. Employee pricing is happening right now at Koppel on select new models. So please stop on in the store and see the team or check us out online at koppelcars.com. You'll be glad you did. Some rebates to dealer.
It's time to go one-on-one with DP. Coming at you live from the heart of Lincoln, America on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Sponsored by the Downtown Lincoln Foundation. Here is your host, Derek Pearson.
Oh, man. Wednesday. Boom. 402-464-5685. The Hofstadter and Heyman text how you want to be a part of what we're doing, and you do. Today, we need your voice. We need to hear from you because we have questions. And questions that we don't necessarily. Normally, I have answers to the questions I ask. I'm not sure I have answers to the questions I'm going to ask you folks. So hit us with a what's up on the text line and be a part of what we're doing. You can follow on all the live video streams: Facebook, YouTube, XL Channel 961, Amazon Prime, etc., etc., etc. Greatly appreciate you hanging out. Bach, first question, kind sir. How the heck are you?
Hey, I can't complain today. It should be a fun show today. No, we've had some pre-show talk, and it's heading in the right direction as far as interesting goes, I think.
Yeah, all the pre-show chit chat has kind of set itself. And I tend to want the day to do this. So first of all, the folks, Anthony Lionheart Smith folks, he'll be back next week. He got a call last night from the powers that be that they needed him to get on his flight to cover fights a day early. He was really mad because literally he was in Perth, Australia last week for the fight, and they messed up his flight. So it's a day flight anyway. Like it's a day from Australia. Well, they screwed it up. So it took him pretty much 2 days to get back from Perth, Australia, only to come home, do laundry last night, and get back on a plane first thing this morning. So he'll be back. Yeah, it was tough, but tough when you're an international star. That's kind of what happens along the way. So Bach and I will take you through the next 2 hours, and then I'm going to head to College Park, Maryland to watch the number 2 ranked Nebraska softball team, the number 2 ranked nationally Nebraska softball team. Number 1 in the Big Ten, but number 2 in the country, which bodes well, Bach. Bodes well for a conversation Sunday about regional and super regional because if you're a 2, you're probably in a pretty good position, don't you think?
I would think so.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like LA Knight. Yeah. And all the people say. So good for that. I'll be there. Again, I'm pre-telling the story because I need to know, first of all, if we have any Husker fans who are going. Because the stadium there only has 500 seats. Seats. They say that the capacity For general admission is another $500, and then standing room only. But Bach, the place holds 1,000 people. So I don't know. And I've been in that press box. I've been in that media press box. It is going to be like rotisserie chicken trying to get up in there for a game. They got 2 spots, and it is going to be hot and cooking. Like, you keep it moving.
Now, did they rotate this? Is that why it's at such a small venue?
Yeah, they did it last year. It was in Indiana or something. It was really Purdue, maybe. Might have been West Lafayette. Which, just stop. Stop it. Stop it. Like, let's not do that here. Okay, see, we'll get to our lead question of the day. But if I asked you who the preeminent blue blood softball programs of the Big Ten are, Nebraska would be among them, correct? Yes?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. UCLA,
yep,
which is a national blue blood, Oregon in the conversation, yes?
Yep.
Is there a Midwest team that Washington had its moments, but I'm not sure they're blue blood. Would you think of any of the Michigan, Ohio State, Indiana, any of them softball blue blood?
I think Michigan might be the closest to that. They've
right,
got a lot.
Right now. There would be extreme disadvantage to the rest of the Big Ten by having this tournament on the West Coast. But it needs to happen at some point. Again, everybody, imagine, UCLA has got to travel across country. Their fans have to travel across country. Now, I can tell you for a fact, there is a huge UCLA alumni contingency in D.C. So I would imagine that 300 or 400 UCLA Bruin fans are there watching this. So there's that. It'll be an interesting couple of days, just seeing how they juggle this crowd. Again, not very big. Here's the question that will start today's conversation. And I will ask it of Bach just to get it started, but text line, I need your input to this thing. It is May 2026. In 2 months, the Big Ten Football Conference Media Days will take place. At some point in the next 6 weeks or so, each school will identify which players will join their coach in the Big Ten football's biggest media circus, which is Media Days. And you're putting your players not only in front of the national media, but the local medias of all of your rivals and opponents. It is the day in which each program shines up their best. They polishes up their best. They tie up their best. Send them out, their most articulate and brilliant, their most profound and direct leaders will be chosen and sent. This year, Chicago instead of Vegas last year. Chicago this year. I need to check and see what the hotel situation is. The ballroom situation hopefully is up to par. But the question we start today's show with is this: of the current active roster of Nebraska football, current active roster, what player is the face of Nebraska football currently? What player, current roster, face of Nebraska football? And there's a part B and a part C to the question. But Bach, I ask you, kind sir, and text line, give yours. Bach, what say you? Who is the face of Nebraska football?
Well, it's tough. I don't know if there's an obvious answer. I mean, I can throw some out that I think would be up there. I think Ja'Cory Barney certainly would be up there. You go to the defensive side of the ball. I think Andrew Marshall, despite only having been here a year, now is up there, having played in Nebraska for a year. But there's not I don't think there's an obvious answer. If you kind of go, who could go to the Big Ten Media Day? Who could step up to become that? Certainly, you have some thoughts there. But as we currently sit, I don't have a face that comes to my mind when you say who's the face of Nebraska football.
Who, like, is the face is the standard for Nebraska football, for how they're going to prepare, how much work they put in, what it looks like, how you compare to your opponents in the Big Ten Conference. And if you said, okay, opening day, somebody's on the program, like somebody's in the game program. If there's a billboard that goes up outside of Memorial Stadium, and there is, and you have to put a player on it, not a coach, not an alumni, but somebody from the current roster. When you say Nebraska football, Husker power, go Big Red, from this roster, who is it? Who are you talking about? And as several people in the building have said, okay, so I'll read some of the text. So here's what this is. 0159 says, Calandria, question mark, if he is QB1. We don't know if he's QB1. We've never seen him in this space in the jersey as QB1. We've never seen him. Have we seen him play against Ohio State?
No.
Indiana?
No.
We haven't seen that. He hasn't led the charge out of the tunnel at Memorial Stadium.
No, I haven't seen him with a Husker in on the side of his helmet yet.
Okay, probably. Okay, probably not. Ben from Minneapolis, how you doing? Appreciate you. Earthquake Blue says Ja'Cory Barney. I'm a Ja'Cory Barney fan. Bach, is Ja'Cory Barney the best receiver on this team?
It could be.
We don't know. We don't know. If he is that good? If we don't know,
he had significantly less yardage than Hunter. So put that out there.
How many yards did he have?
So he had 484 yards receiving. Hunter had 617.
That's the standard we're setting. That's what we're going to go with. That's the standard we're going to go with. Where would you put Ja'Cory Barney in the Big Ten as far as receivers go?
I don't know. I don't think that's a household name in Big Ten land yet.
I don't think so either. I don't think so either. Texas says at this point, put Archie Wilson on the billboard. I have forewarned folks that if the lead and the feature, anything in the preseason of Nebraska football is about Archie Wilson, we may have veered way off schedule. Who would be the face, Bach, in your mind? Who would be the face defensively?
I think you'd have to go with Andrew Marshall. Now you might have your favorites there, but like a Vincent Shavers, he's going to be competing for a starting job. I don't know if you can necessarily go with that. Van Poppel has been around, hasn't necessarily held a starting job.
Do we know defensive starters? Do we think we know? Who would you willing? Like, it's that thing. I'd be willing to bet. Do we know any sure shots? Do we know sure bets?
I wouldn't say for sure. That's why I lean toward Andrew Marshall. I think he's probably as close to of a sure bet as he can get. But I mean, not as you can get, but as Nebraska has right now.
So, as a group, who would lead? What returning player would lead Nebraska's defensive backfield?
I think Andrew Marshall, because he's also a senior. I mean, he's been around, but Donovan Jones, Rex Guthrie, that doesn't necessarily mean he's the best among them. He could be right now, I think.
Who's leading the defensive front?
You got seniors in Cam Linhart. If you're looking for seniors, I can find some.
No.
And by some, I mean him. And Anthony Jones coming in.
Offensive line.
I think we would likely see Justin Evans at Big Ten Media Days. That's going to go ahead and be my guess.
Listen, man, you need to pause. You need to pause. You need to just pause. You're being reckless. Listen. Listen. Are you telling me, knock on the window there and get Austin Orman in here? Because I need point of perspective. I need some point of perspective in this thing. Because listen, I'm doing this as the outsider looking in. But Bach just said a thing that I'm trying to understand. Big Ten Media Days coming up, and I was trying to figure out who we thought were the for sure starters on either side of the ball. But we went to a particular group, didn't do well. We ended up on the offensive line, and Bach said we're probably going to send Justin Jenkins Evans to Big Ten Media Day. And I reacted. I'm not anti JJE. I'm not.
But as you would say, it's a statement.
It's a statement out loud. Because Austin Orman, you've been to Big Ten Media. Would you agree when I say it is truly a stare down of the Big Ten's best? That they look at each other, they get in front of each other, they look each other from head to toe, and they either want some or don't want some.
When those dang kids these days aren't looking at their phones,
right?
Yes, it's a stare down.
Well, but
yes, absolutely.
But that Big Ten group, the three players that are sent by each school, those aren't the phone people. Them dudes walk through there with hands ready to throw hands because Bach.
Maybe Vegas was a little different.
Indy wasn't any different.
Wasn't? Okay.
No. Them dudes walk down the hall, and when you, especially, so let's say offensive tackle. I have issue. I understand when you send a center because he's kind of the brain of the offensive line, but okay.
The brainiest of the meatheads.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But the silverbacks, the thumpers at the edge, the edge setters, they walk through like they are ready to throw hands at any flinch. And especially when they see another silverback. Right? It's Bach, it is eyeball to eyeball turning of the head just to see, And when you have two 300-pounders, one from the offensive side of the line and one from the defensive side of the line, Austin, how would you describe that confrontation in the hallways of Big Ten Media Days?
Tense.
Tense is the
charged.
Right. Charged. Bach, I'm going to ask Austin this question. Austin, would it be fair to say that there is a reseeding and re-ranking of teams after Big Ten Media Days?
There is. you keep the running list in your head because they break it up into the 3 days. So you kind of do the first 6 teams, and you go in with your opinion of what it's going to be. And then you see the next day, and here come 6 more teams. Then you got to figure out, okay, where do I slot them in? Okay, and then day 3, trying to focus on yourself, trying to handle your, okay, got 6 more teams. We're at 18. Let's see.
Folks have often said that Nebraska wins the off-season championship. You can say that until you go to Big Ten Media Days. Because, Bach, when the coach, first of all, I think we should do this year because we do it mentally. But I think if you said that a coach the head coach can either make your team plus points or negative points in the Big Ten. Fair? Like,
Yep.
right?
Mhm.
That some coaches, you just go, oh, yeah.
Really? No socks with that? -3.
Like, you know.
That's crisp. That's a tutty.
Right? You
Oh, yeah.
you know, because how you do that is how you do everything. And so when a coach comes in and it is blistering sharp, Bach, we look at coaches and go, okay. And then when you see them walk past each other, the climate in the room changes, right? So if I said to you 6 coaches in the Big Ten currently who changed the climate in the room, who would you say?
Lanning, Bielema. I think Whittingham, by virtue of being new, will end up changing the temperature.
Oh, I've seen the Whittingham walk, sir.
I wondered.
I
wondered.
I have seen the Whittingham walk.
I think you give Day the benefit of the doubt, but I'm not so sure.
Because his tan is never quite right.
Never quite right. I mean, I might just throw out the Jaylen Brown accusations here,
Right.
with the beard line
Right.
and everything.
Right. Right.
Sorry, but
Right.
not sorry. I'm curious how the temperature changes with Fitzgerald back in the fold, because that's a Big Ten lifer, but his reputation's changed. So I wonder if
Is
he's
his
still a needle
reputation
mover.
better or worse?
TBD. It's different.
Right?
It's different.
Is it different because of Northwestern? Like,
It's different because of where he was, what he meant to that place, what happened or didn't happen, and then where he is now. I mean, Michigan State is a once proud football brand and program. Hasn't been the same over the last decade.
Someone described it as such for me. Can you really dress up a taco? A taco's a taco.
It is. And
Even
then,
if
and then
it's
Cignetti's
Wagyu,
number 6 for me.
Even if it's Wagyu, it's still a taco.
like the $100 hot dog.
Yeah, that part, right? I just go. So Northwestern is a hot dog,
And that nice facility. That's a Wagyu facility, let me tell you.
but still a hot dog.
But it's still
And
not
you don't
very
have
good.
Fitzgerald.
No.
Right?
Braun's fine.
Because you at
He's
least think
fine.
he's a chef, but now does he get more credit because he's not at Northwestern?
He made some really good American tacos at Northwestern. Wasn't necessarily authentic. Could pass for it in a pinch. It was a nice, solid B- chefing job.
See, I thought he was the perfect Chicago dog.
I mean, Northwestern born and raised.
It's not top tier.
Not for everybody.
It's not finessed.
Mm-mm.
It is not dressed up. It's not Gordon Ramsay dressed up. It's not flambéed. It is a wonderfully basic and good, trustworthy Chicago dog.
And unfortunately for old Patty Fitz, he found himself in a bit of a pickle.
Yeah,
his time in Evanston,
that's the thing. Pickles on your hot dog. You're going to lose some. You're going to lose some
Lose some.
people. So sending, do you think Nebraska cares about Big Ten media that way, that the image, the statement that is made, do you think they play into that, or does it not resonate for
Well,
you?
Bog, maybe you could find the list of guys Nebraska sent, because I'm trying to think back through who it's been, because I think the first year when Rule got here was a bunch of upperclassmen. He likes to reward the upperclassmen. I also wonder if there's a part of Matt Rule that likes to send guys that won't steal the spotlight, that won't say anything to get the program in trouble, that aren't going to be controversial or confrontational in any sort of way, which isn't to say not interesting, but guys that are going to toe the company line.
But you just signed, sealed, delivered, because my point was the face of the program must be one of the 3.
Has to be.
That goes to Big Ten Media Day,
Mhm.
because that person, and finally we will be told who the voice of Nebraska football is going to be. And if you tell me that we don't know or haven't met that voice, or that there isn't one, because who's doing the most off-season vocal leadership for this program? Who have we heard?
It's been eerily quiet, but you give the nod to the head coach.
That's just it. That's just it. Sir, we're going to take our first break. More to come, one-on-one. Be right back.
At Cedars, we're here to make sure that kids have the safety and stability that every child deserves, where they're protected and where they feel safe. You make this possible. Today, more than ever, we need your support to be here for kids who have nowhere else to call home. Now through May 28th, make a big impact through Give to Lincoln. Give to Cedars now at givetolincoln.com.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
Rick Heyman here from Sauter Heyman Jewelers. I want to personally thank our great customers for voting us once again the best of Lincoln. At the same time, we're celebrating our 120th year in business in the great state of Nebraska. You can count on Sauter Heyman for the very best quality, value, and customer service. When it comes to your jewelry needs, visit us at South Point, Grand Island, and the Outlet in downtown Lincoln. Visit us today at sauterheyman.com, and thank you for your continued trust after all these years.
Well, I'm an interior designer. A lot of builders don't have designers on staff. I'm included with our Aspen package and can make your home more custom to your taste, your needs, and your wants.
Rachel's our interior designer at Aspen Builders. She's one of the reasons that makes us really good at what we do. I'm Bob Benish, and we absolutely love how Rachel takes care of our clients.
I think the biggest challenge with building is a lot of clients are worried about all the choices. When they come in, they kind of have a deer in the headlights look. I like to ask people at the end, so what did you think? And usually they pause and they say, you really broke it up, kept it simple. We just did one meeting at a time. So I wasn't looking at all the decisions I had to make. I had plenty of time to decide things. You walked me through it all. It made it simple.
Make your dream a reality and call Aspen Builders at 423-6811. Online at aspenbuildersinc.com. Your dream home is waiting at Aspen Builders.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC. And wow, what a great spring it has been here. We've had record sales happening at Koppel. And to show our appreciation, Koppel is giving out employee pricing on select new models. Yes, you heard that right. Employee pricing is happening right now at Koppel on select new models. So please stop on in the store and see the team or check us out online at koppelcars.com. You'll be glad you did. Some rebates to dealer.
In every office, there's two types of people. There are those who bring in bagels and those who eat the bagels that someone else brought in. Everybody likes the first person. Be that first person. Weekday mornings at 7:30, you have a chance to win a business box of bagels from Bagels & Joe. All you have to do is shut up, Sipple. 2 questions for you, 2 for Sip. Win and the bagels are yours. Lose, well, you don't want to lose.
You lost Monday, you lost Wednesday, you're a loser.
Shut up, Sipple. Weekday mornings at 7:30, brought to you by Bagels & Joe. 93.7 The Ticket is Lincoln's home for Kansas City Royals baseball in 2026. Catch all the action as Bobby Witt Jr., Salvador Perez, Vinny Pasquantino, and a pitching rotation led by Cole Reagans try to lead the Royals back to the postseason. That's Kansas City Royals baseball all summer long. On the air in Lincoln at 93.7 The Ticket.
Are you looking for something different for lunch or dinner in Lincoln? Big 8 is now open at 1226 P Street, serving seafood boils and Asian cuisine. Get your hands messy with fresh, flavorful seafood boils, hot, cold, and made to share. Or enjoy classic Chinese and Asian dishes, perfect for lunch, dinner, or a night out with friends and family. Big flavors, generous portions, and a brand new dining experience. Big 8, now open in Lincoln.
Big value and big flavor meet at Wings and Rings thanks to the all-new delicious Duo Combo. This is the one you've been waiting for. Get one half-sized appetizer and 2 entrees with a side for only $19.99. Bring a friend for the best deal in town on any day of the week, during game time, or whenever the heck you want. Their made-to-order wings and chicken sandwiches are waiting for you at thetheir 68th and O and 40th and Old Cheney locations. Stop by Wings and Rings and celebrate every day with the best meal deal in town.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see mostly cloudy skies with a light breeze and an afternoon high around 60. Tonight, decreasing cloud cover and light winds. Be cold, a low around 39. And tomorrow, we'll see mostly sunny skies. It'll be breezy and warmer. An afternoon high near 74. I'm meteorologist Kyle Fletcher for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Sometimes good people make mistakes. When you find yourself in need of an attorney, call Liberty Law Group. The attorneys at Liberty Law Group will defend you in court and protect your freedom to get you the best possible outcome and the justice you deserve. Trust your freedom to Liberty Law Group, the best criminal attorneys in Nebraska and Iowa. Call them today at 877-404-5238. That's 877-404-5238. Or check them out online at libertylawgroup.com.
MHC isn't a new company, just a new name. Moe's Moving is now Moe's Home and Commercial. Whether moving across town or across the state, MHC Moving has you covered, specializing in home, apartment, assisted, and independent living moves. MHC can handle your commercial moves as well. MHC Moving has 0 hidden fees. You'll never pay for same-day booking or be charged for stairs, heavy items, or elevator fees. Rates are the same Monday through Saturday, and you will never pay a truck or fuel surcharge. And they offer payment plans through PayPal. Call MHC Moving today at 402-853-7167 or go to mhcmoving.com.
Attention Lincoln riders, mark your calendars and get your gear ready. This is the weekend you've been waiting for. The official Honda Factory demo truck is rolling into Nebraska for a massive 2-day event. This Friday and Saturday, May 8th and 9th from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. daily, the Big Red Honda Semi will be at Rod's Power Sports in Southwest Lincoln, unloading a fleet of 22 brand new 2026 motorcycles. Experience the legendary Gold Wing, the adventure-ready Transalp, or the high-performance CBR sport bikes. They're all here and ready for you to ride. Bring your gear and your motorcycle endorsement because these test rides are free. Plus, just for completing a ride, Honda is handing out $250 in Demo Bucks coupons. You can use those savings toward any new, unregistered Honda two-wheeled motorcycle anytime within the next 30 days. At Rod's, it's a party for the whole family. We'll have free refreshments all weekend long with fresh brats served on Saturday. Saturday is also Family Day. Bring the kids out for fun games and activities while you check out the new lineup. Rod's Power Sports, 1030 Saltillo Road, your only Level 5 Honda powerhouse in Nebraska. For your safety, read the owner's manual and always wear a helmet and eye protection. Honda motorcycles are for riders 16 years and older.
Back to One-on-One with DP. Sponsored by the Downtown Lincoln Foundation on 93.7 The Ticket.
Welcome back. Again, Anthony Smith on his way to work. He got a phone call. To hear him, he was exhausted. You could hear, it's that he was on the broadcast team for UFC Perth, Australia. Of course, that 24-hour flight travel plan, and then they screwed it up going. The airline screwed it up. It wasn't Paramount or UFC, so that turns into a 2-day travel coming back. So the event ends late Sunday morning. And then tried to get out, and he finally got back late last night, and then they told him, hey, just do laundry, pack yourself, and get to this week's job. So that's what we're doing. And then shout out, let's all give a collective happy birthday to the big guy, Adam Carricker. So he will be celebrating his birthday. So hopefully his family treats him well, spoils him, and all the like, worthily so. Drumstick says this. TJ Lateef earned the right to go to Big Ten Media Days. Loyalty should be rewarded. Yeah, and I don't know. As the Texas is Colandrea QB1 or is it Lateef or Daniel Kalen? for crying out loud. We don't know. We don't know. And I am slightly intrigued by Bach. Are you handing Calandria QB1 job?
All but, I mean, I'm pretty sure.
So then if that's the case, why?
Well, he's the Mountain West Conference Player of the Year.
Which means what compared to being a veteran in the Big Ten?
Well, he's a veteran senior signal caller compared to the other guys who have had a few starts, but
was he good?
Much better than the others.
Better than TJ Lateef.
Yeah.
So he's beat a UCLA before.
Again, he's the Mountain West Conference Player of the Year.
But who did he beat?
I can go back and look.
Yeah, go back and look, because
beating UCLA is a nice way to frame Lateef. I mean, he's 1-4 against Big Ten teams.
If Bach, you and I were here last year when a portion of the Husker fan base was screaming for TJ Lateef to be the starter. Like we were here, right? That happened, right? That happened, right?
After some non-con games, there were a group of folks that liked his stats, yeah.
Right? There are people, and then we were told by experts, air quotes.
Anthony Calandria, by the way, did beat UCLA last year.
On the coaching staff, that TJ Lateef was everything good. He was the future, right? Like, I'm not making that up.
Yeah.
That's what we were told. So are you saying that we can't believe what we're told?
I wouldn't believe everything that you're told. I've heard a lot from coaching staffs over the years that didn't turn out to be true.
That is, it's fascinating to say it out loud. In your mind, looking at his tape and what you saw from your own eyes about Lateef, you saw all of Lateef's plays. You didn't see all of Calandria's plays, right?
Right.
Right. So which one do you know more about?
Well, I would say what I know more about as a Husker fan might be TJ Lateef, with what people have seen more on tape in general, and what know more about is Calandria.
Okay, this is where I throw hands with Ghost. Who are people, and why are they choosing what they see on, partially what they see on tape versus what they actually saw and actually playing the game?
What I saw from TJ Lateef was, granted, he was a little bit injury riddled, but again, 1-4 in Big Ten play. I thought, or 1-3 in Big Ten play, and then the Utah loss as well.
Was that him or was that the team?
Well, it's going to be both.
So the offensive line that got both Dylan Raiola and TJ Lateef hurt, you're now going to put Calandria behind that and tell me all of a sudden he's not going to be hurt too?
I think the idea with Calandria is he's going to be able to scramble around a little bit more to avoid that. And obviously, you've addressed the offensive line. I just don't think you go out and get a Mountain West Player of the Year or a quarterback of that ilk. And what I thought is, in general,
what is that ilk? What does that mean?
You think that Mountain West Player of the Year awards are just handed out? You think everybody that plays in the Mountain West gets one? I mean, that's a big deal.
To who? In the Big Ten?
It should be a big deal to anybody in college
to the Big Ten.
Again, he did beat UCLA.
Where would you? Okay, so then here's the question: where would you could rank TJ Lateef in returning Big Ten quarterbacks, because you have apples to apples. You can actually see what was. Where would you put Calandria in the best 6 quarterbacks in the Big Ten?
Nebraska doesn't have a best 6 quarterbacks in the Big Ten.
Would you put him in the best 12?
Maybe at that.
Maybe, but not sure.
Yeah.
What quarterbacks in the Big Ten is he better than?
I have to go get a list of the Big Ten quarterbacks, but again, I think he's more accomplished than several of them.
Take your. If you win a high school state title at 6A, it doesn't correlate to you being good in the Big Ten. There have been a bunch of California All-State Player of the Year type guys who got in the Big Ten and it didn't travel. That's literally why the transfer portal is the transfer portal. It's not that big a deal. And I understand it doesn't matter where you play, but how you play. I know guys that coach Calandria. Nah, dog. You haven't seen it in the Big Ten. It's a real thing.
Well, it is a real thing, but I saw TJ Lateef in the Big Ten and I didn't love the result.
You didn't love the result, so you're going to take the new thing over the thing that is at least Big Ten familiar. And I'm okay
if that's what you value more than anything in this conversation. Then you can go
as a coach. I'm looking at entirely different things than a fan. That's just me. And as a pass catcher, I'm looking at entirely different things than fans. That's just me.
I would tell you, I'm about like 95% sure Calandria is starting. So
and that makes sense to you.
It makes sense to me.
Okay.
I mean, do you think it's an open competition?
Well, here's my thing. If the team is top 6, and the Texas DP, what are you smoking? TJ is part of the team. They win together and lose together. Exactly. But the starting quarter. What? Okay. Here's the thing. What was Emmett Johnson's record as a running back at Nebraska? You know why you don't know? Because you don't give that to a running back. You give that to coaches and quarterbacks. That's who have 1-loss records.
All right.
That's it. I don't make the rules. That's just how leadership in play, right? You have the ball in the hand. You touch the ball. You and the center touch the ball. What was Cam Jerkins' record? He touched the ball more than any quarterback at Nebraska. What was his record at Nebraska? Exactly. We don't know. So the quarterback in this space, what you know versus what you think you know. What you know about Lateef could be a 4. Put him at a 4, right? 4 out of 10. From what you know. What you know about Calandria, as a Husker quarterback, as a Big Ten quarterback, what do you know about Calandria as a Big Ten quarterback?
Not much more than the UCLA game you played.
Right. What do you know about Calandria as a Husker quarterback? What you know versus what you think you know.
I think he gets paid handsomely to be here.
Giving people money is not the judgment for whether you can play the game.
No, but it is a tell of. I mean, we know it's a tell of what your skill can be. I mean, certainly you look up and down.
Since when?
Well, look at NBA rosters. They're not paying the bottom of the guy on the bench the most money.
Wait a minute. How much was Dylan paid while he was here?
He was paid quite a bit.
Quite a bit. Is he in the top third of the Big Ten quarterbacks?
He was for a while. Didn't end up being.
What, for a week? For 1 week? For 2 weeks? What are we talking about?
Yeah.
What are we talking about?
Well, that's part of the Nebraska's problem. I'm not here to say Anthony Calandria is a top third of the Big Ten quarterback. I don't think they have that. I think that's part of the problem. And the whole thing might fall in their face, just like it did with Jeff Sims. But they made this.
But you literally just made the point. Everybody went bonkers. Bonkers. Jeff Sims brought in, that's our guy. He's the guy. He's the guy. Pay the man. He came in and said, pay the man. The people who pay the man said, pay the man. And what happened, Bach? What did we get? Did they win? Did they win games?
No.
No. What quarterback did they pay before that? All right. That part. That part.
Well, they haven't won games with any quarterback.
Right. So what all of a sudden is Calandria going to do to change what currently exists in this space? Is he a better quarterback than Dylan Raiola?
Remains to be seen. If Raiola played at UNLV, I'd like to see what it looked like. Certainly would. But again, I don't know if he'd win Mountain West Player of the Year.
How many things would have had to go wrong for Dylan Raiola to end up at UNLV?
He might still end up at UNLV.
No, I'm willing to make that wager in public.
Okay.
Dalton says this: the preseason bashing this year is remarkable. I talk about what exists. There are a ton of people that give you opinion and hot takes and all that sort of thing. Okay. Do that. If you're talking about TJ Lateef, you have eyes on, in the moment, visibility on who he was as a quarterback last year for Nebraska against Big Ten talent. Him against Big Ten talent versus the non-conference schedule versus the Big Ten schedule. Bach, is there a difference between how people look against the non-cons and the Big Ten?
There is.
So the people who cheered loudest and texted hardest about TJ Lateef being the starter, they wanted to see him. Had they seen him against the Big Ten?
They have.
And what do they get now? A little bit different feeling?
I think so.
Okay. What we know versus what we think we know. I don't know who the best player on this Nebraska team is. I don't know who the face of the Nebraska roster is. I don't know. If you tell me that Calandria is going to go to the Big Ten media, to the national media force, to that jungle of reporters that cover all 18 Big Ten teams, plus the Big Ten network and its legion of media folks, both television, radio, all of the national print media, and then the national folks who generally cover SEC, but they come to Big Ten media days to get questions and answers. And can he talk about Nebraska football? Can Calandria talk Nebraska football with the national media?
He can.
Okay.
Again, the Jeff Sims example, he went in 2023 without ever a snap with Nebraska.
And what happened? What was the result?
Well, I don't think that's because he went to Big Ten media days.
You don't?
No.
Okay. Why do you think it was?
He wasn't a very good quarterback here.
Oh, so why was he at Big Ten media days?
Well, because he was going to be the quarterback here, and Matt Rule was new. Maybe he didn't know. There wasn't a relationship and that sort of stuff earned. They also brought Luke Reimer and Ethan Piper.
Okay, we'll go to break. I need to go get Jake Sorensen because he was chomping to get on. I don't have the answers. There is no right or wrong. I'm just trying to understand. It's not my job to have the answers. I'll get to the right question.
Are you looking for something different for lunch or dinner in Lincoln? Big 8 is now open at 1226 P Street, serving seafood boils and Asian cuisine. Get your hands messy with fresh, flavorful seafood boils, hot, bold, and made to share. Or enjoy classic Chinese and Asian dishes, perfect for lunch, dinner, or a night out with friends and family. Big flavors, generous portions, and a brand new dining experience. Big 8, now open in Lincoln.
Concrete Industries has immediate openings for production laborers, operators, and drivers. Earn great pay starting at $21.50 per hour, plus health benefits, 401k, paid time off, and more. Right now, production laborers can earn a $1,500 hiring bonus, and drivers are eligible for a $2,500 hiring bonus. No experience? No problem. Concrete Industries offers on-the-job training and opportunities to grow your career. Start your future today. Visit concreteindustries.com.
Big value and big flavor meet at Wings and Rings thanks to the all-new delicious Duo Combo. This is the one you've been waiting for. Get one half-sized appetizer and 2 entrees with a side for only $19.99. Bring a friend for the best deal in town on any day of the week, during game time, or whenever the heck you want. Their made-to-order wings and chicken sandwiches are waiting for you at their 68th and O and 40th and Old Cheney locations. Stop by Wings and Rings and celebrate every day with the best meal deal in town.
Sometimes good people make mistakes. When you find yourself in need of an attorney, call Liberty Law Group. The attorneys at Liberty Law Group will defend you in court and protect your freedom to get you the best possible outcome and the justice you deserve. Trust your freedom to Liberty Law Group, the best criminal attorneys in Nebraska and Iowa. Call them today at 877-404-5238. That's 877-404-5238. Or check them out online at libertylawgroup.com.
Select Plumbing and Utility has been serving Lincoln and the surrounding area for 14 years, and they're not slowing down. Select Plumbing and Utility handles all your plumbing needs from faucets and water heaters to full renovations, and they can even help with your heating and cooling needs. They're also Lincoln's underground experts, repairing and replacing broken underground water and sewer lines since day one. Contact Select Plumbing and Utility today at 402-560-6197, assuring excellence in every situation, opportunity, and challenge. That's 402-560-6197.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see mostly cloudy skies with a light breeze and an afternoon high around 60. Tonight, decreasing cloud cover and light winds. Be cold, a low around 39. And tomorrow, we'll see mostly sunny skies. It'll be breezy and warmer. Afternoon high near 74. I'm meteorologist Kyle Collector for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Do you ever feel okay in your current job and profession, but wonder if there's a better company that can offer more? Vision Mechanical is now hiring for journeyman plumbers and HVAC service technicians. Vision Mechanical offers top-of-the-industry wages, 100% paid health, disability, and life insurance, 401k with employee match, and paid holidays and vacation. Vision Mechanical believes in craftsmanship, teamwork, and building a better future one project at a time. Apply today or learn more at visionmechanical.net or email Ron at vmech.net.
Well, I'm an interior designer. A lot of builders don't have designers on staff. I'm included with our Aspen package and can make your home more custom to your taste, your needs, and your wants.
Rachel's our interior designer at Aspen Builders. She's one of the reasons that makes us really good at what we do. I'm Bob Benish, and we absolutely love how Rachel takes care of our clients.
I think the biggest challenge with building is a lot of clients are worried about all the choices. When they come in, they kind of have a deer in the headlights look. I like to ask people at the end, so what did you think? And usually they pause and they say, you really broke it up, kept it simple. We just did one meeting at a time, so I wasn't looking at all the decisions I had to make. I had plenty of time to decide things. You walked me through it all. It made it simple.
Make your dream a reality and call Aspen Builders at 423-6811. Online at aspenbuildersinc.com. Your dream home is waiting at Aspen Builders.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC. And wow, what a great spring it has been here. We've had record sales happening at Koppel. And to show our appreciation, Koppel is giving out employee pricing on select new models. Yes, you heard that right. Employee pricing is happening right now at Koppel on select new models. So please stop on in the store and see the team or check us out online at koppelcars.com. You'll be glad you did. Some rebates to dealer.
Don't ignore changes in your skin. Get them checked. May is Skin Cancer Awareness Month, and early detection could save your life. If you've noticed a new spot, a changing mole, or anything that doesn't look quite right, now is the time to act, not later. As you head into summer, protect your skin and stay proactive about your health. At Advanced Medical Imaging, they're here to support your care with advanced technology and a team you can trust, because catching something early can make all the difference. Advanced Medical Imaging, your partner in proactive health.
At Planet Fitness, we know how important it is to take care of both your mind and body. That's why now through May 15th, all new members get free massage amenities all month long, so you can reset, recover, and leave feeling stronger than when you came in. Join the club for just $1 down, $15 a month, and get free massage amenities for the month of May. No commitment. Deal ends May 15th. Planet Fitness. We're all strong on this planet. See club for details.
93.7 The Ticket is Lincoln's home for Kansas City Royals baseball in 2026. Catch all the action as Bobby Witt Jr., Salvador Perez, Vinny Pasquantino, and a pitching rotation led by Cole Reagans try to lead the Royals back to the postseason. That's Kansas City Royals baseball all summer long. On the air in Lincoln at 93.7 The Ticket.
In every office, there's two types of people. There are those who bring in bagels and those who eat the bagels that someone else brought in. Everybody likes the first person. B, that first person. Weekday mornings at 7:30, you have a chance to win a business box of bagels from Bagels and Joe. All you have to do is shut up, Sipple. 2 questions for you, 2 for Sip. Win, and the bagels are yours. Lose, well, you don't want to lose.
You lost Monday. You lost Wednesday. You're a loser.
Shut up, Sipple. Weekday mornings at 7:30, brought to you by Bagels and Joe. Back to One-on-One with DP. Sponsored by the Downtown Lincoln Foundation on 93.7 The Ticket.
We are efforting the current face of Nebraska football. What player on the current roster is the face? Who's going to be game 1, week 1 game program? 1, 2, and 3. So Bach, week 1, and there's no wrong answer. And quite frankly, I'm not sure we can possibly get it right because it might be somebody that we hadn't thought. Right? Who knows what's going on behind the curtain? The Wizard of Oz. Like, I don't know. I'm not an expert. But if we said Bach game 1, who's on the game program and the ticket? Who?
Let's go with Ja'Cory Barney.
Okay, week 2.
Probably. I mean, they'll probably throw Calandria out there pretty soon enough.
Week 3.
Lindenmeyer.
Is Luke a senior? Will he be a senior?
He'll be a senior, yeah.
So that might be the answer for all of this, because we if we're talking face of the program and then the leader of the program, because Bach, do you think it would be wise or a good sign if a player who has not played for you or in the Big Ten to be the voice of the program?
Not generally.
Right? Is that's
not ideal?
That's rarely a good sign, right? So then Maryland comes to town week 5. Who's on the ticket? Who's on the game program?
Let's go with Marshall.
Week 6. Here comes the reigning, defending, universal college football champion Indiana Hoosiers. Who's on the game program?
Got to mix up right. Well, maybe Justin Evans. Maybe they'll give it to Pritchett or something.
Right? Like, don't you? Is it more important to have your best players on during the Big Ten or during the non-cons?
Yeah, it's tough to tell when you would want to do that.
Right? Because the last 3 home games, Ohio State, Washington, Indiana. you want dudes on the game program for those days, right?
That or something like historical. I don't know what they would do. Because you don't want to put too many Ohio State or Indiana players.
Oh, Bach, you just opened Pandora's box. For those folks who like to say, "Oh no, here we go, throwing it back to the grand old days."
Yeah,
you might have to.
But you have history. I mean, at least what's the draw for the game, and what will it be by then?
I don't know. All right, hour 2 coming up. 1-on-1 93.7 Ticket.
I'm Dr. Jeremy Hosine, candidate for the University of Nebraska Board of Regents. Husker athletics has never been stronger. Let's champion the same mindset across our entire university: academics, research, and opportunity. As a neurosurgeon, former regent, and proud Husker, I'm running to stand up for NU's future, because this matters to my family and yours. NU needs us, and we need NU. On May 12th, vote Dr. Jeremy Hosine for regent, for our students, for our future.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see mostly cloudy skies with a light breeze and an afternoon high around 60. Tonight, decreasing cloud cover and light winds. Be cold, a low around 39. And tomorrow, we'll see mostly sunny skies. It'll be breezy and warmer. Afternoon high near 74. I'm meteorologist Kyle Fletcher for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Rick Heyman here from Sartor Heyman Jewelers. I want to personally thank our great customers for voting us once again the best of Lincoln. At the same time, we're celebrating our 120th year in business in the great state of Nebraska. You can count on Sauter Heyman for the very best quality, value, and customer service. When it comes to your jewelry needs, visit us at South Point, Grand Island, and the Outlet in downtown Lincoln. Visit us today at SauterHeyman.com, and thank you for your continued trust after all these years.
At Planet Fitness, we know how important it is to take care of both your mind and body. That's why now through May 15th, all new members get free massage amenities all month long, so you can reset, recover, and leave feeling stronger than when you came in. Join the club for just $1 down, $15 a month, and get free massage amenities for the month of May. No commitment. Deal ends May 15th. Planet Fitness. We're all strong on this planet. See club for details.
If you're seeking a career with a growing company, Gaina Trucking and Excavating is hiring and looking for additions to their team. Gaina Trucking has a strong team culture, competitive pay, 401ks, and benefits like health, dental, and vision. Drivers are guaranteed 40 hours per week, even in the winter months, and are home every night. Start your career today at Gaina Trucking and Excavating. Apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
Right now in Lincoln, neighbors are facing hunger and homelessness, and they need our help. Your donation to Matt Talbot Kitchen and Outreach for Give to Lincoln Day helps provide nutritious meals, safe shelter, and life-changing support. Your gift goes even further thanks to matching funds from the Lincoln Community Foundation. Working together, we can make our community stronger by ensuring that everyone has access to nutritious food and a safe place to sleep at night. Give to Matt Talbot today or anytime through May 28th at givetolincoln.com.
Select Plumbing and Utility has been serving Lincoln and the surrounding area for 14 years, and they're not slowing down. Select Plumbing and Utility handles all your plumbing needs, from faucets and water heaters to full renovations, and they can even help with your heating and cooling needs. They're also Lincoln's underground experts, repairing and replacing broken underground water and sewer lines since day one. Contact Select Plumbing and Utility today at 402-560-6197, assuring excellence in every situation, opportunity, and challenge. That's 402-560-6197.
Sandhills Global is growing right here in Lincoln. With our expanding campus and continued growth, we're hiring across a wide range of careers, from interns to experienced professionals. Join the team at Sandhills Global and build your career with competitive pay, great benefits, and real opportunities to grow. Visit sandhills.jobs to view openings and apply today. That's sandhills.jobs.
93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves, and would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules. All participants must be 21 or older and must wait 30 days after winning a prize to participate in another contest. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the KNTK Studios, 1040 O Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeited. Thank you for participating in our contests, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket.
Hello, I'm Steve Sipple, co-host of Early Break, weekday mornings from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. And my favorite thing to do, see, or go to in downtown Lincoln is probably O'Rourke's. It's not like I go there that often, but when I do, it takes me back to my college years. It's always been a very chill bar. Seems like they play good music, just a good vibe in there. And I look forward to my next trip into that bar.
This message is brought to you by the Downtown Lincoln Association and 93.7 The Ticket.
Do you ever feel okay in your current job and profession, but wonder if there's a better company that can offer more? Vision Mechanical is now hiring for journeyman plumbers and HVAC service technicians. Vision Mechanical offers top-of-the-industry wages, 100% paid health, disability, and life insurance, 401k with employee match, and paid holidays and vacation. Vision Mechanical believes in craftsmanship, teamwork, and building a better future one project at a time. Apply today or learn more at visionmechanical.net or email Ron at vmech.net.
If you're seeking a career with a growing company, Gaina Trucking and Excavating is hiring and looking for additions to their team. Gaina Trucking has a strong team culture, competitive pay, 401ks, and benefits like health, dental, and vision. Drivers are guaranteed 40 hours per week, even in the winter months, and are home every night. Start your career today at Gaina Trucking and Excavating. Apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. 93.7 The Ticket sports news go now.
This is Rudy Gress IV with your Ticket Sports Update.
First, around the NBA, the Oklahoma City Thunder took down LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers in dominating fashion, pulling away late for the win, 108-90. Stay locked in on the NBA playoffs tonight as the Philadelphia 76ers take on the New York Knicks at 6 p.m. Central, followed by Anthony Edwards and the Minnesota Timberwolves facing Victor Wembanyama and the San Antonio Spurs at 8:30 p.m. Central. Both games live on ESPN. In Husker news, Nebraska volleyball announced they will play in the Spikes Under the Lights in Dallas on August 27th at AT&T Stadium. The showcase features Nebraska, Florida, Penn State, and SMU competing for a $1 million prize pool. Husker softball wraps up the regular season ranked number 2 in the country and now opens Big Ten tournament play tomorrow at 12:30 p.m. Central in College Park, Maryland, taking on the winner of Ohio State and Michigan live on the Big Ten Network. Your Husker baseball team looks to bounce back this weekend as Iowa comes to town for a 3-game series at Hawks Field at Haymarket Park. Game 1 is Friday at 6 p.m. Central. For all the latest sports news and updates, keep it tuned right here to 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
It's time to go one-on-one with DP. Coming at you live from the heart of Lincoln, America on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Sponsored by the Downtown Lincoln Foundation. Here is your host, Derek Pearson.
Hour 2. One-on-one. Prepping up for Big Ten softball tournament. Head that way this season. With Rhonda Ravel and the Husker softball team. Currently ranked uniformly across all platforms number 2 national, which puts them in a spectacular spot when it comes to regional, super regional, and then College World Series for softball. All those things in play. So lots in play. Huskers baseball needs a bounce back effort. Needs to happen. Get themselves, get the ship righted. So, Bach, we led this show with the question of the current Nebraska football roster. What player would be the face of the program? Identified as the standard bearer for the work, right? All the thing, because we have all summer to get to all the black shirts and all that sort of stuff. The single digit guys. Oh man. The single digit guys.
Well, I mean, we're so quick to say, at least I am anyway, so quick to say Andrew Marshall has been here just a year. Can we do the same for Isaiah Hunter? Well, there's a lot of people that go right to Barney, but like I said, Hunter had more yards last year.
Who's the face of the receiving room? Who's the face of the passing game? Who's the face of the running game, Bach? I listen, I don't. We don't make the news, we just report it. What? Who is the face of the Nebraska running game? What player on the roster that you could put his face up? One, recognizable. Probably not. Right? Like we don't know the face. We don't know it like that. But to identify it as the standard for the running game, Nebraska running the football is a standard. It's a cultural thing. It's a thing that, matter of fact, they make shirts over. Run the ball. Run the dang ball. Who's the face of that this year, Bob?
That remains to be seen who can win that job. But I mean, to be fair, Emmett Johnson, you have a departing back that's as talented as that. He was the face, so it kind of leaves a spot open.
Well, but the running back coach said that this room is better than that room.
Yeah, I've heard that. Yeah.
What? You heard it because it came from the coach.
That's right.
The call came from inside the house, Bach, that this running back room is better. So who's the face of it?
I'm gonna go back to Justin Evans.
It might be. I was going to say it might be TJ Lateef running for his life, but I think that may be. I don't know. See, here's the thing. I don't know. Nobody knows. So we're just having the conversation just to have the conversation. But I think as we head towards that time, camp's not that far away. The work is being done. I was asked this question yesterday. by somebody from a different market, and they asked the question, who's the face of Nebraska football? And I didn't have an answer. I didn't have an answer. And that's, as you said, they got quite the chuckle by saying, geez, the face of the program is now in Oregon.
Yeah. I think if you ask anybody nationally, that's probably the first name they come up with. Face of Nebraska football right now.
They know more about Dylan Rail than they do TJ Lateef and Colandria combined.
Yeah.
Combined. And again, not a slight, because I don't have privy to the amount of work he's done. I don't have privy to his film study. I don't have access to his workouts. I don't know. But I've made an entire career off talking about what I know versus what I think I know. And the reality for me is we don't know. I've said this often on this station, that you can tell a lot about the state of a program or a team by the number of questions you have about it. Let that linger for a second. The number of questions that you have about the team. Bach, is there anything about Nebraska football that you're sure of?
I don't believe so.
Text line, if there's a thing about Nebraska football, because some might say that Pritchard's the best offensive lineman. I'm not sure, because he may not be the one you send to Big Ten Media, because that might be Jenkins Evans, right?
Mm-hmm.
We don't, I don't know, maybe one of the transfer. Okay. Lindenmeyer, maybe the face of the pass game, maybe the guy who would lead them in receptions, but probably not, because there's two guys on the roster currently who had more production in that group. But we don't concede that. Defensive line, what do we have? Who's the guy? Like when you say get off the bus, what defensive lineman is going to forge through the crowd leading this Husker defense off the bus? Who looks the part?
I think Williams Lanier is the closest to that, but
right. Who plays the part? Right. Who plays that part? Who plays the club bouncer? Right. I don't know. At the linebacker position, we don't know. We have a list of names. Don't know. So that's where I stood with it. The USA Today did their preseason rankings of the Big Ten. Again, I don't make the rules. I don't make the news. I just report it. This is where they were top to bottom in the Big Ten. Okay, Bach?
Mm-hmm.
This is just USA Today. Don't be mad at me. Don't be mad at me for delivering the mail. I don't control what's in the mail. Buckeyes, number one. Buckeyes. Not Indiana, Buckeyes. Oregon, 2. Indiana, 3. Again, what we know versus what we think we know.
All on Nebraska's schedule.
People aren't necessarily paying attention to what they know. They'd much rather live in what they think they know. Indiana's undefeated. How many losses does Indiana have combined in the last 2 years?
2.
Just saying. Just saying. At 4, they have USC. 5, they have Michigan. 6, Penn State. New coach, lots of moving parts. 7, Iowa. 8, Washington. 9, Minnesota. 10, Illinois. 11, UCLA. 12, Skurs. Projected behind them, Maryland, who's on the schedule. Wisconsin. Northwestern. Michigan State. Rutgers. Purdue. How's that sound to you, Bob?
Well, it sounds about right from where, I mean, again, everybody might have a little bit of a difference of opinion where you slide some teams in there, but that's why, and again, like you said, more than anything, sometimes people get mad, and especially this offseason, it's like there's a group of Husker fans that are upset with maybe the media now for starting to talk, but we only report what's out there, and that's what I knew after coming off of last season, and kind of projected going into this offseason after losing those games is Nebraska's not going to be ranked in the top 6, 8, 10 of the preseason Big Ten because they don't earn it. They have to prove it. They have to make that jump. And again, I don't like the complete, like, this is everything's falling apart type of discussion, because they did, again, win 7 games, but obviously that's not the goal. And so, but yeah, I mean, there's not going to be national buzz around Nebraska when it's hard for us locals to figure out who's the face of this, face of the team. Who should they say that, it's all just a lot of new, and a lot a lot of questions we don't know the answer to.
So clean slate, erase everything on the board. Bach, you're now Coach Bach. Who are you sending to media days?
I think, again, it depends on what you're looking for.
It's you, Bach.
Yeah.
It's you. It doesn't depend.
Well, I'm saying if you want to have the all get off the bus team, there might be a difference
it's you.
Who's most
whatever
media
you
ready.
want, for whatever reason you want, Bach. Who are you taking the Big Ten media day?
I would probably go, I suppose, Calandria, because I like a quarterback, and I think he's your starter, and I think needs to field these questions, and he's going to be asked about these things out. It's an important part of playing quarterback is the press part. Isaiah Hunter, I think, is probably where I'd land there. Other people have said Barney. Barney was a name that came to my mind too, but I think Hunter just proved it a little bit more last year. And then I would probably include, again, you need somebody from the defense, or maybe at least I feel like I need the defensive represented. I'd probably get Andrew Marshall in there.
Somebody please step up.
Now, all 3 years, by the way, and now going into the 4th year, Matt Rule sent an offensive lineman. So I'm assuming that's going to happen too. I just didn't choose one. But I think Justin Evans is going to make his way.
Oh, that's so funny. Gorilla Bear says Marshall, Evans, Calandria. Also mentions Chambliss, but we're going to give him 3. We know the university doesn't like paying for that fourth guy.
They brought Buford around for
they did it last year,
social media sort of stuff.
Oh, talk about awkward.
Yeah.
Talk about awkward. Like, they list 3. They send out 3. Like, national, you have to designate your 3 so that other media people can, and you get the bios and the whole thing.
Yeah.
Bach, the number of radio people who ran to our table to ask us who the 4th guy was. Is that a player or a coach? I'm like, it's a player. This year? I'm like, bro, he can hear you. He's right here. What are you doing? So it'll be Chicago. I don't know. Again, the layout. One going from the entire stadium in Colts Stadium in Indianapolis to Vegas, where you have just this extraordinary layout, to Chicago, because I was told that back in the day when they used to do some of these, they were in like these little basements. It wasn't attractive. So it's my hope that things are lit up and they get a good location. There's some great hotels in Chicago. So I would hope that as a part of this thing, they've done a really good job. Although, we will miss the St. Elmo's Fire dinner the night before of Indianapolis. We don't know really. So text line, I will take your 3. Give me 3. Can't cheat. Can't give me 4. Give me 3. And I think that's in play, right? Which of the 3? I did the on 3 dive. For quarterbacks who entered the transfer portal last year and where they ranked. Bach, because you know the number, I cannot allow you to participate. But I have a ticket T-shirt for the first person to tell me where Colandrea ranked amongst transfer portal quarterbacks. Where did he rank? And we'll just throw in a T-shirt for you. For being a good sport and hanging out with it is. Bach, let's give them air to breathe. They felt some kind of way today. Who do you think has a breakout year for the Huskers?
Okay. Yeah. Obviously, last year was Emmett Johnson. Was the big breakout year. Can you get something anywhere close to that? Would be loved and welcome, but it's hard to say that it's going to happen. Doesn't happen every year, but at least some sort of breakout. I think again, people are looking for Williams Nwaneri. Last year, 2.5 sacks, looked good early on. Maybe can get a little bit of that to translate into Big Ten play a little bit more. So I like his opportunity to do that. And then on offense, I do think Mekhi Nelson is going to end up winning that job and probably playing pretty good as a running back more often than not. So I would say him as well on the offensive side of the ball. Those are probably offense, defense, my biggest guesses at this point.
5266 says that he was the third ranked quarterback. Big Bill and Bennett says 32nd. I don't know. ESPN had him at 16, but no, we were looking at on 3. 23rd. 23rd. They had him ranked as the 23rd best quarterback in the NCAA transfer portal. The people that went ahead of him, here's some of the names of the people who went ahead, who were ranked ahead of him: Sam Levitt, Brendan Sorsby, Mestamaker from, I believe he was with Tulane. I believe. Lagway from Florida, of course. Dylan Rayola from, where's that Rayola kid? Where was he last year?
Mr. Baker, by the way, from North Texas. No, Oklahoma State. Followed his coach there. Yeah.
Rayola was ranked 5th in the transfer portal quarterbacks. Mensa, who went to the University of Miami. Longstreet going to LSU. Knight going to Ole Miss. Brown going from South Florida to Auburn. Rocco Becht, of course, who we mentioned earlier, going to Penn State. Josh Hoover, we mentioned earlier, going from TCU to Indiana. Austin Simmons headed over to Missouri. Gruckenmeyer, Penn State, followed James Franklin to Virginia Tech. Kenny Menchie goes from Notre Dame to Kentucky. Aiden Childs, we're familiar with, from Michigan State to Northwestern. Bo Pribula, I think that's how you pronounce it, goes and replaces Colandrea at Virginia. Takes the place at Virginia. Well, 2 years from Virginia. Aaron Philo to the Florida Gators. Lincoln Kienholz to Louisville. Cutter Boley. It's a great quarterback name. Cutter Boley from Kentucky to Arizona State. Caton Hauser finds his way into the Big Ten to Illinois. He's ranked 20th. 21, Colton Joseph, who also goes from Old Dominion to another school in the Big Ten to Wisconsin. Jaden Craig goes from Harvard to TCU. And then up pops Anthony Colandrea, transferring from UNLV to Nebraska. There is a quarterback in the top 40 that transferred into UNLV, but that's part of the discussion. They had him ranked as the 23rd best transfer portal quarterback. Bach, that leaves us 8 quarterbacks. That's 8 quarterbacks transferred into starting positions from into the Big Ten who are ranked higher. Not to mention some of the returning guys and the Big Ten in general. So when we talk about it, perspective matters. Again, we're all rooting for him to be the best thing since sliced bread. That's what we all want for him. As a matter of fact, we need that from him. Facts are facts. We'll be right back.
At Planet Fitness, we know how important it is to take care of both your mind and body. That's why now through May 15th, all new members get free massage amenities all month long, so you can reset, recover, and leave feeling stronger than when you came in. Join the club for just $1 down, $15 a month, and get free massage amenities for the month of May. No commitment. Deal ends May 15th. Planet Fitness. We're all strong on this planet. See club for details.
Love local wine, craft beer, cider, or spirits, or looking for a great non-alcoholic option? Then raise a glass at SIP Nebraska's 13th Anniversary Spring Festival, May 8th and 9th at Mahoney State Park. There's truly something for everyone with unlimited tastings, live music, great food, and unique experiences like skydiving demos, buzzed bingo, goat yoga, and fun lawn games. Plus, explore local artisans and take your favorites home. Make a weekend of it. Lodging is available right at the park. Grab your ticket package now at sipnebraska.com.
This is Jordy Ball for Anderson Ford. For years, Anderson has relied on an exceptional customer experience. But just this once, they're going to rely on a really great pitch.
Right now, lease a 2026 Ford F-150 for $197 per month for 36 months.
Experience better at Anderson Ford.
Stock number 1008753 at $99 per month, lease for 36 months with approved credit, 7,500 miles per year, $10,250 due at signing. No security deposit required. Tax, title, and license fees extra. Residency restrictions apply. Program subject to change. Must take new retail delivery from Anderson Auto Group by 4/30/26.
Life happens. Unexpected bills, tough choices. Your car needs repairs, but your child needs new shoes. What do you decide? At Nebraska Children and Families Foundation, they help families before small problems become breaking points. They connect parents to support so they can keep working, so kids stay secure, and so families stay together. Help Lincoln families thrive. Donate to Nebraska Children and Families Foundation through Give to Lincoln.
Hey Husker Nation, this is Todd Euler, two-time national champion, here to talk to you about Window World Lincoln. At Window World, we specialize in replacement windows, doors, siding, and roofing. Whether you're looking to enhance the beauty of your home or increase its energy efficiency, we've got you covered. And here's the best part. We offer the best for less. Our team is dedicated to providing top quality products and exceptional service at affordable prices. We want to earn your business and make your home improvement dreams a reality. So why wait? Contact Window World Lincoln today at 464-7313 or visit our website at WindowWorldLincoln.com. Window World Lincoln, where quality meets affordability.
Attention Lincoln riders, mark your calendars and get your gear ready. This is the weekend you've been waiting for. The official Honda factory demo truck is rolling into Nebraska for a massive two-day event. This Friday and Saturday, May 8th and 9th from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. daily, the big red Honda Semi will be at Rod's Power Sports in Southwest Lincoln, unloading a fleet of 22 brand new 2026 motorcycles. Experience the legendary Gold Wing, the adventure-ready Transalp, or the high-performance CBR sport bikes. They're all here and ready for you to ride. Bring your gear and your motorcycle endorsement because these test rides are free. Plus, just for completing a ride, Honda is handing out $250 in Demo Bucks coupons. You can use those savings toward any new, unregistered Honda two-wheeled motorcycle anytime within the next 30 days. At Rod's, it's a party for the whole family. We'll have free refreshments all weekend long with fresh brats served on Saturday. Saturday is also Family Day. Bring the kids out for fun games and activities while you check out the new lineup. Rod's Power Sports, 1030 Saltillo Road, your only Level 5 Honda powerhouse in Nebraska. For your safety, read the owner's manual and always wear a helmet and eye protection. Honda motorcycles are for riders 16 years and older.
Roses are red, violets are blue. You should treat mom to some barbecue. At Hog Wild Pit Barbecue, we think award-winning moms deserve award-winning barbecue without having to lift a finger. We invite you and your family to gather around our table on Mother's Day for Hog Wild's slow smoke favorites, or place an order to go online at gohogwild.com for a spring picnic where mom is the guest of honor. We look forward to seeing you this Mother's Day. Hog Wild Pit Barbecue, 3210 Cornhusker Highway in Lincoln.
If you're seeking a career with a growing company, Gaina Trucking and Excavating is hiring and looking for additions to their team. Gaina Trucking has a strong team culture, competitive pay, 401ks, and benefits like health, dental, and vision. Drivers are guaranteed 40 hours per week, even in the winter months, and are home every night. Start your career today at Gaina Trucking and Excavating. Apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
Bauer Underground has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know that the best workers in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and a pedigree of success. They're offering top-notch benefits, a matching 401k, and a $600 per year clothing allowance. Bauer Underground, a family-friendly company with plenty of room for advancement.
Empower a child today with the Teammates Mentoring Program by building a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting LincolnTeammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today.
Do you ever feel okay in your current job and profession, but wonder if there's a better company that can offer more? Vision Mechanical is now hiring for journeyman plumbers and HVAC service technicians. Vision Mechanical offers top-of-the-industry wages, 100% paid health, disability, and life insurance, 401k with employee match, and paid holidays and vacation. Vision Mechanical believes in craftsmanship, teamwork, and building a better future one project at a time. Apply today or learn more at visionmechanical.net or email Ron at vmech.net.
Hey everyone, it's Brie Marie. Join me and James Rowland every Sunday night at 7 p.m. from April through August for the finish line. We'll do laps around the headlines and dirt track racing, let the rubber meet the road for NASCAR news, and talk with special guests, including your favorite local drivers and racing personalities. That's the finish line, Sunday at 7 p.m. all summer long on 93.7 The Ticket.
93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves, and would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules. All participants must be 21 or older and must wait 30 days after winning a prize to participate in another contest. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the KNTK Studios, 1040 O Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeited. Thank you for participating in our contest, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket.
Back to One-on-One with DP. Sponsored by the Downtown Lincoln Foundation on 93.7 The Ticket.
Oh, paint your face. Paint it. Since it's all faceless, we need everybody wearing a mask. We need everybody wearing a Husker mask. Pump up your biceps. For the love of everything good, Huskers, please pump up your biceps. Get strong. Go sprinting through your office. Find that one coworker that scares easily. Grab the desk. Shake it. Shake it! Let them feel the power of the warrior. Black, how do you spell warrior?
W-A-R-Y-E-R.
Warrior. We need some Husker warrior power. Like, I'm trying to find out, is that Pritchett? Is that what we're doing?
Oh, we could do that, yeah.
Pritchett Van Poppel, is that kind of the space that we're in?
Good battle, yeah. That'd be a nice,
right? Is that
nice wrestling match.
Right? Is that so who are the first two people you send off the bus?
I think Pritchett and Winieri.
So you're just gonna dog Van Poppel like that? Just put him in the next line. Get behind that dude. And let me tell you, Bach, that matters. I can't name the number of times I had a player who felt like he should be the front of the guy and first off the bus guy and wasn't. And I was like, nah, you can be third. But the first off the bus dude has to be the dude. Like the first guy who walks in the Big Ten media, that's got to be the dude. Got to be the dude. First dude or last dude? The last dude in the back who makes sure everybody gets out there on time and in line? First and last. That's important.
I just figured special teams was last.
No, because they're on the field first. They're out They're on the field first. I don't know that I've ever been a part of a team or around a team where a special teamer was first off the bus. Foundationally, culturally, even if it's Brian Mitchell, he can't be the first one off the bus. Like a Pro Bowler, a perennial Pro Bowler. I mean, unless it's Dion, right? If Dion's the first. But I also can't imagine that Dion was the first one off the bus. Matter of fact, they had a big left tackle. That was probably the first guy off the bus. He and then defensively, Tuggle, linebacker. That's what I would imagine. There's a stretch. I remember Jamal Anderson telling the story that he was not allowed to be the first one off the bus for the Dirty Bird Falcons. They had some big thumpers, and it was like, nah, bro, get your little butt, get your short butt in the back. All right, we're not really trying to do that. Texter says this, Jay Shaw says this. Maybe it's a good thing there is no face at this time, and they become one face as a whole team. Bach? Has that ever been a thing?
Not generally. Usually successful. There's reasons why teams are successful. You can point them out.
Player-led teams. Player-led teams. And Bach, what players? I've been asking, what player or players will lead this Husker team? Currently from the current roster, right? Who's going to do it? Ohio, September 5th. Memorial Stadium. Who's going to lead this team? Bach?
I think it's the same names we're kind of talking about for the Big Ten meeting days. I mean, I think more often than not, your quarterback's got to be a part of that. Now, you have to know who your quarterback is. So if they are still finding that out, but that's a good leadership position. And then I think you're getting into maybe the seniors that have been around for a while and put in the work, like Justin Evans, like Luke Lindenmeyer. Maybe they came in Lynn Hart's, Riley Van Poppels of the world, Andrew Marshall's, as we said before. But I mean, and then there's always the idea, who knows? Leadership's very interesting. Is there a vocal leader that we don't know about because we're not on the team, right? I mean, is there somebody that's within the team that's doing that? That wouldn't be easily identifiable by our preconceived notions of what the leaders should be.
I have no preconceived notions. I stand 10 toes down on that. I have no idea what's going to happen with this team. Zero idea. Bach, none. None. I have no. Listen, they could go to the playoffs this year. I have no idea. They could have some good things happen. I have no idea.
Is there some advantages to that when you're getting ready to play Nebraska?
Hard to game plan against something you don't know.
Right.
No tendencies. No film. But that only happens against Ohio. Ohio's the only team that happens. Everybody else gets tape.
And they've got a new coach and new stuff going on too. So
Texas says this, that he thinks Calandria will have more wins than Dylan did. Bach, what say you? Which side of the fence are you on? More wins, Dylan Raiola or Calandria?
In like a single year?
This year.
I mean, he could lead them to more wins than Dylan has. But as far as like the 2 years, that's gonna be tough to do in 1 year.
So you think he's gonna win 7 games?
He could.
Yeah. One side of the fence or the other, Bach.
I wouldn't put my house on it.
Yeah, I don't want you on the fence. I don't want you straddling the fence. I need you to pick a side. Pick a side. Jonathan Cortland's not picking a side. He's picking the middle. I keep saying that this 33% thing, and my buddies in Charlotte, when I do their show, they always have questions about thirds. And when talking about Nebraska football, and Bach, again, you can stand and correct me. A third of the fan base believes that this will be a winning season. A third does not. Then there's a third in the middle that will say somewhere between 5 and 7, meh. Right?
Yeah.
Are you in the far left third, far right third on the spectrum, or the middle third in the spectrum?
I'm in the middle third. I think they're going to fight to make a bowl game. What that means, is that the game in Iowa City is going to be important. And that usually doesn't slide Nebraska's way. Now, maybe they'll have locked up bowl eligibility by then, but it's just frustrating because I think that that's not the goal that you want to have in year 4. And maybe it won't be. Maybe they'll get it well earlier than that, but that's kind of how I see the season going.
Well, I mean, here's how it would lay out, and I think likelihood, like thirds. They open it at home against Ohio. Then they follow that up with a visit from Bowling Green. Then they follow that with a visit from North Dakota. Then you travel to East Lansing, which, again, we don't know what we don't know, but you don't. Are you writing that in your head as a win or a loss or a maybe?
I think most people are writing it off as a win, but I would not, because I like the staff that Pat Fitzgerald has, just to be quite honest.
That's the Pat Fitzgerald Spartans.
Yeah.
Much more talent than what he had at Northwestern.
Well, that and Joe Rossi, longtime defensive coordinator, had a lot of success on a couple teams, but the big one, LeVar Woods, the special teams coach from Iowa. And don't forget, Kenneth Williams is over there in Michigan State. Very well could come down to special teams play from Kenneth Williams in that game, who's no longer in Nebraska's colors.
Game 5, Maryland. What happened the last time Maryland came here?
They won.
You remember that game, don't you?
I do.
Why?
I was up in the booth with Johnny Holiday. It was awesome.
Right.
Other than the fact Nebraska lost, but it was a great experience.
But hearing it from the other side.
Yeah.
Right. Game sounded a little different, didn't it, there, Bot? Different talking points. Correct, sir?
Yes.
What did they think of Nebraska football?
They were impressed by the support. They were impressed by the support.
Your facial expression was amazing. Amazing. I'll ask you that again. What did they think of Nebraska?
They're impressed by the support of Nebraska. I do remember they're impressed by Ty Robinson, but I think that's about as far as that went. Remember, that was a specifically tough day. Nebraska had 3 different quarterbacks in that threw picks.
Yeah, it wasn't good. That was not. I can, though, that falls in line with 2 of the most disappointing losses. One, that Maryland game, maybe the Michigan game where they had a chance to win late, and then if you want to add a third, then it's the Utah game. The Utah game disappointed me just because of fight, not the result, but the fight.
You wouldn't put the Minnesota game up there.
No, because we kind of expected that. Like it was like watching a movie play out. This was the Jeff Sims Minnesota or the last.
Oh no, the latest Minnesota. The pink helmets.
So we could do the whole Minnesota series as a disappointment pool. It is a reel of disappointment, right? Like the Jeff Sims Minnesota. We're there in the stadium, and it just no, this is not happening. And the guy next to me goes, "It's definitely happening. It's definitely happening." So you have those 5 games that, quite frankly, you're competitive and favored or close to proximity. Depending on how the rest of the season goes, but that's the first 5. Speculate 4-1, 5-0.
I would say 4-1 to be safe.
Just not willing.
Could go 5-0.
Just not willing to give them that. You just
Well, again, I think people are overlooking Michigan State. In combination with Michigan State and Maryland, yes, you beat them, but on in your latest attempts, but in very close games, drives at the end they had to take. And Michigan State, now going to be on the road.
You're funny. That's funny. You're like, nah. Those are the first 5, and I bring up the first 5 because the next 5, a little different feel. National champs come to town. Then you go to Oregon. Who plays for? Do we know anybody that plays for Oregon?
I have to double check.
Do they have any additional motivation? Dang. Huskies come to town. Do we know anybody here with a connection to Washington?
Do we?
Oh, athletic director. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
That part. Illinois, you go to Champaign, which this middle 2 of Illinois, and again, Illinois at some point was ranked in the top 20 last year. Do you put them in the pool closer to Washington or closer to Rutgers?
I mean, I think the Washington game being a home game, I think matters quite a bit. You wonder where their head is going to be, where the excitement for that game is going to be. It is on Halloween, could be the blackout, but again, right after the Indiana and Oregon game,
they're going to be beat up after Indiana.
Yeah. So I mean, we'll see. I mean, I think that Washington game could be the swing game of the season, but that's believing that they could beat Rutgers on the road.
I think that November 7th road game in Champaign, could tell us a lot.
That 3-game stretch of Washington, Illinois, and Rutgers, you'd rather have it be, the top of the top of the card, but that's not where Nebraska is. But that one is that's going to be telling.
I mean, and going to Piscataway only matters if you get one of the previous two. If they go 0-2 at Washington and Illinois, fuck. It'll be a full diaper, bro. It'll be a full baby diaper. Just gonna say, it'll be pretty tough. All right, we'll go to break. One more timeout, and then we'll bring in Bach and the Black Shirt here on 93.7 The Ticket.
This is Jordy Ball for Anderson Ford. For years, Anderson has relied on an exceptional customer experience. But just this once, they're going to rely on a really great pitch.
Right now, lease a 2026 Ford F-150 for $197 per month for 36 months.
Experience better at Anderson Ford.
Stock number 1008753. Allowing a per month lease for 36 months with approved credit. 7,500 miles per year. 10,250 due at signing. No security deposit required. Tax, title, and license fees extra. Residency restrictions apply. Program subject to change. Must take new retail delivery from Anderson Auto Group by 4/30/26.
Hello, I'm Steve Sipple, co-host of Early Break, weekday mornings from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. And my favorite thing to do, see, or go to in downtown Lincoln is probably O'Rourke's. It's not like I go there that often, but when I do, it takes me back to my college years. It's always been a very chill bar. Seems like they play good music, just a good vibe in there. And I look forward to my next trip into that bar.
This message is brought to you by the Downtown Lincoln Association and 93.7 The Ticket.
Hey, Husker Nation. This is Todd Euler, 2-time national champion, here to talk to you about Window World Lincoln. At Window World, we specialize in replacement windows, doors, siding, and roofing. Whether you're looking to enhance the beauty of your home or increase its energy efficiency, we've got you covered. And here's the best part. We offer the best for less. Our team is dedicated to providing top quality products and exceptional service at affordable prices. We want to earn your business and make your home improvement dreams a reality. So why wait? Contact Window World Lincoln today at 464-7313 or visit our website at windowworldlincoln.com. Window World Lincoln, where quality meets affordability.
Looking for something fun tonight? Axe throwing, local beer, and great vibes are waiting at Arbor Axe House. From casual nights out to celebrations and team events, it all starts here. Reserve a lane today at arbораxe.com. Arbor Axe House at the corner of N Street and Antelope Valley.
If you're seeking a career with a growing company, Gaina Trucking and Excavating is hiring and looking for additions to their team. Gaina Trucking has a strong team culture, competitive pay, 401ks, and benefits like health, dental, and vision. Drivers are guaranteed 40 hours per week, even in the winter months, and are home every night. Start your career today at Gaina Trucking and Excavating. Apply today at GainaTrucking.com. Start your Sundays off right with Jeff and Nicole Essink on Fitness Fanatics. Jeff and Nicole discuss health and wellness, how to achieve fitness goals, and more through the life of gym owners and gym goers. It's Fitness Fanatics from 9 to 11 a.m. on Sundays on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Sandhills Global is growing right here in Lincoln. With our expanding campus and continued growth, we're hiring across a wide range of careers, from interns to experienced professionals. Join the team at Sandhills Global and build your career with competitive pay, great benefits, and real opportunities to grow. Visit sandhills.jobs to view openings and apply today. That's sandhills.jobs.
A single mom of 3 was facing eviction, struggling with a recent separation, health issues, and no job or childcare. She feared losing everything, especially her children. But then she found support in her community made possible by Nebraska Children and Families Foundation. She was connected to support. By the end, her bills were paid, she loved her new job, and hope replaced fear. This is what the Nebraska Children and Families Foundation does. They lift up young people and families so they can find stability, build brighter futures, and power a stronger workforce. Ready to help make more stories like this come true? Support the Nebraska Children and Families Foundation on Give to Lincoln Day.
Bauer Underground has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know that the best workers in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and a pedigree of success. They're offering top-notch benefits, a matching 401k, and a $600 per year clothing allowance. Bauer Underground, a family-friendly company with plenty of room for advancement.
At Cedars, we're here to make sure that kids have the safety and stability that every child deserves, where they're protected and where they feel safe. You make this possible. Today, more than ever, we need your support to be here for kids who have nowhere else to call home. Now through May 28th, make a big impact through Give to Lincoln. Give to Cedars now at givetolincoln.com.
Roses are red, violets are blue. You should treat mom to some barbecue. At Hog Wild Pit Barbecue, we think award-winning moms deserve award-winning barbecue without having to lift a finger. We invite you and your family to gather around our table on Mother's Day for Hog Wild slow smoke favorites, or place an order to go online at gohogwild.com for a spring picnic where mom is the guest of honor. We look forward to seeing you this Mother's Day. Hog Wild Pit Barbecue, 3210 Cornhusker Highway in Lincoln.
The end of the school year is drawing near, which means graduation parties are coming soon. Are you prepared for hosting? Führer's Cheese Spread is the dip that brings everyone together to celebrate graduations and the close to a great school year. And it goes well with crackers, meats, soups, and more. How could you consider throwing a party without it? Get to your local grocery store today and load up on Führer's Cheese Spread. No graduation party is complete without it.
We have 2 boys, so we needed more space. We lived in a townhouse, so we decided to build.
Casey Bowman and her husband Joe built their first home with us. This is Bob Benish of Aspen Builders. Working with the Bowmans was fantastic.
After the first meeting, we really liked them as people.
I was really skeptical about the whole building process, more so than Joe was. But they explained everything before it happened. If there were problems or issues along the way, they called and explained everything. They just really helped ease my mind.
They were really good about giving us options as far as what fit in the budget, what didn't fit in the budget. They have a designer, Rachel.
She was amazing. She was very helpful in making sure that our house turned out good. I wouldn't change anything. I wouldn't change the lot. I wouldn't change colors. I love everything about it. Everything. It's perfect for us.
Make your dream home a reality and call Aspen Builders at 423-6811. Online at aspenbuildersinc.com. Your home is waiting at Aspen Builders.
Back to One-on-One with DP. Sponsored by the Downtown Lincoln Foundation on 93.7 The Ticket.
Welcome back. Yeah, we're often cooking. My travel stories are always way too adventurous for my own good. Choosing to fly out of Lincoln, which means going anywhere other than Chicago or Denver, you have to go through either Chicago or Denver. And going through Chicago and Denver recently means some sort of chaos. So 2 hours before my flight today, hey, flight's delayed. You're not going to make your layover. You're not going to make your connection. You want a later flight. So then it sends you a later, you can change it. I'm like, okay, change it. Hit change. Won't let me change. Won't let me change. So we'll keep dealing with things.
You didn't book Spirit, did you?
No,
No.
This is the, I don't want to give him credit because I'm really mad at him. Everybody knows who flies out of Lincoln to Chicago and Denver. Them. That's who. Them. That's who we're talking about. I just want to go watch some softball. What is the problem? Trying to go watch the Huskers win a Big Ten title. Why is this a dilemma? And I need to be there tonight because they play early tomorrow, and there are no early flights tomorrow morning. So tough deal. And I don't want to stay in a hotel in Chicago tonight. I would rather be in DC. Just saying. Get it together, people. Oh, good heavens, Bach, man. What do you got on Window World Wednesday? What are y'all talking about?
Yes, Todd Bueller will join us for the first hour. I'm going to kind of flood some of the talks that we had today on them too, and get their opinions on that. But Also, it looks like led by Craig Bowl, Terrell Farley's old linebackers coach. The coaches have some ideas about what the college football schedule should look like moving forward, including to eliminate conference championship games. So I'll discuss that as well with them.
Lots in play, Buck. Lots in play, kind sir. Well, it should be a good one. Again, I will check in tomorrow from College Park, Maryland. Home of the Fighting Turtles. But I think it will be home of the Big Ten softball champion, Nebraska Huskers. I'll report in from there, Bach. Kind sir, thank you for holding it down today. Tomorrow, I'll call in. I'll probably check in Friday.
Okay.
How about that is what I would imagine. But we'll give it a go. Bach, the black shirt, and Todd Euler, 2 national champions, and an absolute beast. Don't go anywhere. 937 The Ticket. Bach and the black shirt coming up.